Nobody care, boy.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So LSU's offense will have the ball first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season, so now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Going downfield for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
This quarterback part of their running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions? There he goes. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Law. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quick completion on the out. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all
looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Turning it on! They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Watkins. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Gonna run it. It's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, has he delivered. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field, a really mature performance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pot.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown LSU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Dan, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Law. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Quick release on the RPO. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Law. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, he's got some space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Good, right down the boulevard. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can.
Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looking for space, it's Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to send it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target, and as a result, that ball.
He's going up top. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds a seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Unloads it left. It's caught. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it down on the right side. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Pulls it, fired complete. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hester. Still running at the 40. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Look, big-time playmakers, big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing. It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's reeled in. It's ball. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. He's been turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got some room, it was over. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. The Tigers couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to the well. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Kentucky, 37. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McGowan. will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Here's the pressure. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Bringing it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to